I love you guys. Look at all of you. Wow. My fan base is just absolutely wonderful. I don't even, I mean, we've got all different kinds of people who are in it, so it's just, I don't know what I'd do without them. I mean, you know, anytime I'm feeling down, they're always there to pick me up, so they're great. Guys, you're going to have to ask me questions, otherwise I'm going to have to do something like, you know, oh, that was quick, okay.
I was wondering, do you work on your book constantly when you're writing a story, or do you take breaks?
In the event Upon the Midnight Clear is postponed, it's because today my editor dropped my laptop and it skidded across the lobby. Right now, if you want to read the next book, it is at Best Buy. We hope they can salvage the book. Yeah. So my advice to you all tonight, if you learn nothing else, back up. I don't care if it will down the plane. Go online and back up. I try really hard to work on them all at once. It doesn't always work out.
Where do you find your inspiration for your stories? Like, what inspires you?
My brother says he, but that's just kind of gross. Then, of course, there's my husband going, It's like, you know, I got imagination for a reason. Everything inspires me. Music, the sound of my children beating each other. And it's like, I need to go deal with that. Oh, wait, Ash. Ash is just so much more compelling than, he's hitting me! Stop changing the channels!
What sort of music do you listen to, and do you listen to it while you write, or do you have to have quiet, or what is your usual writing environment other than the screaming children?
To which it's so melodic. You remember, 8 boys, 5 above, 3 below. If it gets too quiet, I get anybody who's ever been around me, you notice, if I hear silence, I'm paranoid. I've never heard it in my life. I'll listen to just about anything. I go from Bauhaus to Bach to everything in between. If I like it, I like it. So, but yeah, I know silence.
What inspired you to write your first book?
My first book was about a little girl who murdered her brothers. Swear to God, that is the truth. I know I'm a writer. I'm not that imaginative. The very first book that I ever did, I did when I was 7. And over the course of years, I probably did about 20 rough drafts of different projects that I was working on. But they were basically for me and for my friends. When I was in college, I decided I had built up a really good resume with short stories and such, and I'd been published in all kinds of trade magazines, things like 17, Cosmo Brides, and I decided that I wanted to go for the book market. And the first book that I wrote to seek publication, right as I was about to finish it off, my older brother died, and that set me back a very long time. He was one of my biggest supporters, and it's always been one of the hardest things to do this without him.
How do you get the inspiration for the names?
They come to me, freakishly. I know. It's anytime somebody appears in my head, they have their names with them. So it's just, I wish I could take credit. I can't, man, they do it.
Are you as excited as we are for Ash's book?
No, my baby's going out into the world. Yeah, I am. Be kind to him. I'll miss him.
Hi. Where do you find all the pictures for these hot men?
They come to my house. Actually, no, they email me, and of course my friend's going, you get porn spam. But I'm nice, I share.
Oh, hi.
Nice dress.
Well, we had to drive up from Pensick.
Oh, God, no, you didn't.
Yes,
Is
we
it
did.
Pensick week?
Yes, how could you do that to us?
Pensick week, you suck. No.
I didn't have to get a costume.
That's not fair. Oh, look at you guys. No.
We were at KCON last year, and we had to hightail grooms. How come this year they get real men?
I pimped out every friend I have. I was at a friend's house, and I remembered her straggly little son, and she's like, come on, God, they're filming this. I will not name names. And she's like, my son would be great on your website. You need to take pictures. And I'm thinking, a little scrawny, nice. And then he walks in, Mom, how many years has it been since I saw him? Holy God, you've been holding out. I need that. And then it was followed by, not for what you're thinking. No. I need to borrow it. Not for that either. Come on. Do what? He's the only one unmarried. The others are bringing wives to tackle people. They're going.
When you first started writing, how did you know what it was that you wanted to write? That you wanted to write fiction, or you wanted to write, nonfiction, or how did you know? What told you what it was that you wanted to write? Because she wants to be a writer.
Oh, nonfiction, because it pays.
Exactly. Okay.
It's a lot, especially when you're first getting started. A book is, and you're young. A book is a long, big commitment. I started doing articles and such because it was quick money. You're talking I'm sure it's gone up, but back then $700-800 for about a week or two's worth of work was. You might only make 3 or 4 sales a year, but it's still really good supplemental income. With my writing, people are always trying to categorize it, and I don't ever sit down to write one particular thing. I just kind of sit down, and wherever the characters of the story takes me, that's where I always want to go.
Where did you get the idea to have Apollo be the reason that there was vampires instead of having the traditional, a war and then all of a sudden there was somebody who sucked the blood?
I like being different. My thing was, when I first set out to write vampires, I didn't want to do what other people had done. So if you look at the history of vampirism logically, the oldest tales of it go back to ancient Greece. And it's just the way my brain kicked in, going, okay, if it's ancient Greece, you would, Apollo's god of plagues, and he's also the god of curses and the sun. Ooh, wait a minute, we're on to something. Who better to pick on? Yeah, and his sister's goddess of the moon. Oh, it's perfect. So,
is there ever going to be a Simi story?
Oh, hello, who said that?
I asked if there was ever going to be a Simi story. I mean, simple is, but
I think we need a Simi Book of Manners. Simi has fun views on life. Look, it cut in front of me. Eat it.
Will she ever find a man that she doesn't want to eat?
I'm not going to touch that one either, man. I'm sorry. We're not going there. How red is my face?
I can't tell with the pink lighting.
Oh, thank God.
Go ahead.
When you aren't writing, what authors do you read most often, and who may be your favorite or favorite?
Diana, I love Snell. I read everything. I mean, I love Jim Butcher. My God, he's got a great sense of humor. It depends on the mood I'm in. Ask me a favorite. It's kind of like asking a favorite band question. It depends the mood. It depends on, do I want to cry? Do I want to laugh? So it changes day to day. Isaac Asimov's one of my all-time favorites. I love Laurel Hamilton. It's just a long list. First interaction I ever had, I can remember, was elementary school. They'd opened up the library for summer. Even if you weren't in that school, you could come check out the books. And so I rode my bicycle up there with my little buckets on the handlebars. And I walked in.